A beautiful setting sun on the western horizon, the sound of the ocean crashing gently onto the shore, lots and lots of coconut trees, gentle giants that they are, swaying so softly in the wind, and of course the fishermen on standby for the night shift. Assalamu alaikum. Iftar Insights from Fuzz Events and Entertainment Limited in association with Impression Studio welcomes you to episode 23 from Cedros. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Masjid Hedayah, which is the Ashtra-affiliated masjid here in Cedros. To my right tonight, I have Imam Zahir Imamdi, and to my left, Maulana Khalil. It is just a couple minutes before the break of fast on this day 23 of the holy month of Ramadan 2019. The tradition at this masjid is that there is a short bayan, a short talk that is delivered before the closing dua to that bayan, which also includes the niyat or the intention for the break of fast as well for day 23. So I'll pass you over now to Maulana Khalil. Maulana, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace and blessings of Allah be with us this afternoon, inshallah. Amma bad, my dear brothers and sisters, once again we are assembled here to break our fast this day. It is a great opportunity from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has endowed us the ability to break our fast. We are in the last 10 days of this blessed month of Ramadan. And what do we want from these last 10 days of Ramadan? These are the days known as the emancipation from the fire of hell. Allah says in the Quran, Ku anfusikum wa ahlikum naro. Save yourselves and your families from the fire of hell. In these last 10 days, we beg Allah, we beseech Allah's name, we make dua. We do as much zikr as we can, much tilawat as we can, much istighfar and recitation. We also give a lot of charity because the month is now coming to an end. Just a few more days remaining, my dear brothers and sisters. So it's so important for us to utilize these days very wisely. These days are so important for us as Muslims because we do not know if we will be alive to witness another Ramadan. And we beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save us from the chastisement of the fire of hell and enter us into Jannah, alhamdulillah. And at the end of this month, what do we want to achieve? All the good qualities that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one told us to achieve. The qualities like love, compassion, mercy, empathy. Allahumma laka sumtu wa ala rizqika aftartu. O Allah, for thy sake I have fasted and now I've broken the fast with food that comes from thee. Bismillahi wa ala barakatillah. I begin in the name of Allah, which is goodness.
Assalamu alaikum. So yesterday at Masjid at Tawbah in Tobago, we learned about Itikaaf. However, there were no Itikaaf structures, temporary structures for the brothers' seclusion at that particular masjid because the system there is that the brothers simply make their sleeping and other living arrangements for those last 10 days and nights at the back of the praying area. However, we are fortunate enough today to be able to show you what an Itikaaf, temporary Itikaaf structure looks like at the masjid here in Cedros. So come take a look with me, and as you can see, it's PVC. It's a very temporary structure, and curtains pulled to ensure the brothers' privacy. And we've gotten his permission, so we'll give you a little peek as to what the area looks like at the back. And here you will see basic and simple living arrangements. So a mattress for sleeping. He has a piece of vinyl spread on the floor for his eating arrangements. Some clothing and all of his other personal supplies at the back, and basically his Qurans and other books, etc., religious items, etc., spread out on some of the chairs for his worship over the course of the night time. And basically this is the kind of seclusion that Itikaaf really entails. So the brother, for the most part, is going to spend all of his days and nights, all of his time, as much as is possible in this particular area, in this seclusion, in this Itikaaf, until the moon is sighted and Eid al-Fitr rolls around, until the month of Ramadan simply comes to an end. He will only leave this area for absolute necessities, such as a call to nature, answering the call of nature, or something along those lines. But other than that, this is the area within which he'll be confined for the last third, really, of the holy month of Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I have with me here one of the youngest at heart members of this Jamaat here in Cedros. Uncle is 96 years old. Assalamu alaikum, Uncle.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Uncle, what is your correct name?
My registered name and my correct name, Islamic name, is Subrat Ali.
But that is not what they call you here.
No, they call me Chiney Boy. From birth, from the time when I was born, they said my eyes could not open. So they called me Chiney Boy. And I was, on the 2nd of April, 1923, was the night of Shabi Baral, the 15th of Shaban. So I got the name Subrat. Subrat Ali.
Beautiful name, beautiful
name. I had two names, and I had two birthdays a year.
The 15th of Shaban.
15th of Shaban.
And your registered date. Alhamdulillah. Yes. Beautiful. So do you get 2 cakes and 2 sets of presents?
Well, I was born, I wouldn't know what I got. I would not know what I got.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
My grandfather, my father came from China. Either Guangdong, Macau, or Hong Kong. But I understand he was pure Chinese. And he came here as Muslim. Not a Muslim, he came here as Muslim. His religion is Islam.
Yeah.
And I don't say he was, he is Muslim. He died in 1917. Tomorrow is a very beautiful day again, 1845, when they all landed here. So he must have landed here when he was about 18, 19 years old. So I was checking as about 91 years old when he died.
Wow. You've done your research, but Uncle, I also know that you happen to have a lot of information, a lot of history about this masjid.
Okay. There was a wooden masjid on the side. This masjid was donated by Time Ali. This land was donated and they built this masjid. It was a wooden building. And there was a hurricane in 1933. A hurricane in 1933. The ECM church here went down flat. The Catholic church, same thing. Houses around, And this masjid remained firm as ever. Nothing touched it. There was coconut tree, mango tree, nothing fell on it. Whose blessing is it? Allah's blessing. So therefore, brother, we must glorify and thank Allah all the days of our life. So I have a life history behind me. I was born in Rich Plain Village, Diego Martin, between Rich Plain and Diamond, Diego Martin. I got my education in Diego Martin Government School. In those days, you didn't have secondary and first secondary, just ordinary primary school. And I got my education.
And how did you move from Diego Martin to come down to Cedros?
Okay, over the period when I left school, I have an uncle who lived here. His name is Ahmad Ali, or they used to call him Babu. He used to be driving the Mahal bus in those days. And he brought me here as a little boy, and I learned trade with him over the period. And when I was 17 and a half years old, I got my driver's license. A driver's license. Now they have it as a driver's permit. In those days, they give you a driver's license. And you have P-car, H-car, goods vehicle, omnibus, and the like. And I got my driver's license in those days. I am driving now 79 years.
You still drive?
Yes,
Even now?
I still drive.
Wow.
And I drive car, but I drive a big pickup like yours, the one behind you. and it's marked on the windshield, Allah's slave. So I am Allah's slave. So brother, we have your history. On the seacoast here, there's a wall, a concrete wall. The sea uses to reach at that point. When tide is full, the wave will throw itself in the main road. And today we have gone about 500 feet away. Who is doing it? And
Uncle, thank you very much for sharing all of this
well, let me
information.
just give you a little idea. One more thing.
Okay.
I got married when I was 18 and a half years old. My wife was then 15 years and 1 month. There is 7 children, 5 sons and 2 daughters. We were married for 51 years and 6 days, and she died. I was born on the 2nd of April. She was born on the 1st of October. We got married on the 2nd of November. And she said, boy, I will die on the 3rd of December, you know. And you know, on the 8th of November, she died. After we celebrated our 51st wedding anniversary. Allah reward her greatly. Allah open Jannah for those for her. Amen. Brother, it is nice talking to you all. There are quite a lot of things I remember in my days when I got married, I got a job with United British Oilfield of Trinidad. I used to be living here in Cedros and had to ride a bicycle 26 miles a day to work for $5 a week. 26 miles a day, $5 a week. That is on the 2nd of April, 1942. I worked with the oil company for 19 and a quarter years, and I left. And I started my own business. Allah bless you.
Allah bless you. Uncle, Jazakallah khair.
I don't know if you know SNCL.
No.
Ansar.
Who?
Ansar.
No.
Namalko.
Yeah.
You know Namalko?
Yeah.
Namalko is my grandson.
Ameen.
SND is his son.
And if you are looking on at this, I hope that Allah continues to bless everybody in your family with a memory as good as this, inshallah.
Brother, I want to be honest. I renew my driver's permit. I don't have to pay any money for it. And I have registered it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 extra orders. And what is written behind it? And my well, don't live in a driver's permit. I 79 years ago. Brother, it's nice talking with you all.
Same here.
And Allah show His choicest blessing upon you all, not only for now, but for all time.
Amen.
And may your business continue to go from strength to strength.
Amen.
And wherever you go, you'll be protected from all harm and danger and bala, and from the hands of the evildoers and from the evil one.
Amen.
May Allah give you all good health and good strength, free from all sickness, the blessing of Ramadan, and for all time to come. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Thank you for tuning in to Iftar Insights from Cedros Masjid. Assalamu alaikum.